Feliz Navidad, and welcome to the Nightmare Hour. I'm your host, the Nightmare Man. Alongside with me, as always, the very ghoulish but gorgeous Princess Diva of the Dead.
Me.
You.
I'm having a salad.
And as right now, the program has started off, she's having dinner.
Lunch.
Or brunch. No, it would be breakfast and lunch, right? Okay.
I don't know, but it's 6 p.m. So.
Well, you haven't ate anything yet. I've already ate. As I was when I was eating my lunch, I heard Diva on the phone talking to Verizon about
talking. That's mild.
Well, yeah, that is true. She was not exactly talking. She was ranting.
I was more like biting someone's head off.
Ranting on about the phone. My phone is messing up, and remember, kids, last episode we talked about electronics and stuff, and this is the whole reason why I can't stand it. We'll get to talking about that in a little bit later on, but yes, the spirit of Christmas, it's upon us. We
have our tree done.
It's running its course for us. Will be. If you might have seen in the beginning of this show, there are clips from our Christmas photo shoot. Diva has those all uploaded.
Yeah, and as they can also see if they go to my Facebook, I had a less than cooperative Nightmare Man. All the faces he was making. He wanted to wear his Bah Humbug shirt for the photo shoot.
Exactly.
And got disappointed at me because I said, no, you're wearing Christmas pants, a Christmas tie, and a Christmas hat.
Yay.
Now.
Well, actually, there's two sections. One photo shoot was taken with us dressed up in our nice little clothies, and the other one is
without the gore.
Yeah, it's a with gore and without gore photo sessions that we did.
You can see the real Nightmare Man under the mask.
Yeah, and I'm just as scary as I am with the mask on.
Especially with some of those pictures you took. That's the real you.
Well, yeah, it was inevitable. I had to get it done, so for those of you sending Christmas cards to us, you will get Christmas cards sent right back to you as soon as Diva downloads our special picture from all that. We will be making one of them into Christmas cards, and we will send them to you as soon as they're made.
Oh, it'll be from the gory section.
Yeah, you will receive the Nightmare Man and Diva gore Christmas picture. So.
Yep. Gore greetings.
It's a treasure to last the whole year round.
And scare the rats away.
Yeah, it would definitely scare the rats away.
They see your blades, they'll go running.
But yeah, Christmas, as I have said before, there is a lot of things that I don't really like too much about it, and if y'all have tuned in to the past Christmas shows, you'll know my views on the situation. But a glimmer of light shined.
The human race is not
totally
gone.
Don't give up on them. There's hope. You found something on Yahoo News.
Yes, I did. That's the only news you will catch me viewing or listening to is Yahoo News. I can go there, I can pick what I want to know and how I want to know it. Just like the news for weather.
It has pictures.
I don't watch the weather. I go on to Yahoo, and if it's going to be rainy, it shows me the little drippy dots. I know it's going to be raining. If it's going to be snowing, it shows little snowflakes. That's all I need to know. The temperature and what it's going to do that day.
Do you know how I check the weather? I call the cat.
You go to your phone.
No, I call the cat in and see if he's wet. If he's wet, it's raining.
You know how perverted that sounds that you just said that you check the cat for wetness?
See...
I'm sorry, but that's the way that it took in my brain. I have no filter.
Can we go through one episode without you being perverted? It's a Christmas season, for heaven's sakes. Have some decorum. What would Santa think?
I'm already on the naughty list according to
You've
Chelsea.
been on the naughty list since the day you was born.
I know, right?
You was marked like Damien. In the back of your head there was 3 6s.
Anyway, back to the original part of this part of the show.
Yes. So
on Yahoo News, I found an article that brought tears to my eyes. Sorry, I was burping some salad there for a second.
And it brought a burp to her throat, too.
No, it brought tears to my eyes because it showed an article. It said that this tattered man with holes in his shoes, holes in his clothes, looked like, he had his 2 children with him. And he was at either Walmart or Kmart. I think it was Kmart on this part of it. But he was at Kmart and he was going to pay on his children's Christmas layaway. And a lady behind him walks up to him. No, I'm going to pay it off for you. And the guy broke down in tears and started sobbing because of the lady's kindness. Before this lady had left the store, she had paid off over 50 people's layaways that day. She focused on layaways that had toys and clothes where parents had put in for Christmas and couldn't afford them, so they put them in layaway. She paid them all off, and as she was leaving the store, she was handing out $50 bills to people. When she gets up by the register, there's a lady up there getting ready to pay for, she has 2 cards of toys and clothes for her kids, and the lady went and paid her bill.
That's what I'm talking about.
I mean, it was totally heartwarming. It's become an epidemic, according to this article.
It should become an epidemic,
I know,
not just through Christmas, but 24/7 all year round. That's how the human race should act. Everybody out there should take a lesson from this person and try to find what is called, goodness in your heart instead of it all being black.
I could have
and
it
follow
wrong.
through with what this lady practices.
I could have it wrong, but I think it happened in Illinois. But there's been other instances. Can't speak today, apparently.
Oh, you was in rare form on the Verizon phone.
We'll get to that. Sure. But anyway, so apparently this has become an epidemic, and it has spread to other states where not only Kmart but also at Walmart's, and it also said that a couple instances at different Targets where people had layaways in places, and they would pay it all off except for like a couple of cents at the end of the bill and leave it on there. And the parents are getting phone calls from these places where they have layaways in saying, you need to come and pick up your layaway. It's been paid off. Imagine someone's Christmas surprise to get that phone call saying, come get your stuff, somebody paid it off for you.
Well, yeah.
That's awesomeness.
Well, it's, now that's the Christmas I've been looking for. See, I may just have a new leaf, turn over a new leaf about the Christmas attitude with me. Oh, is my heart growing 3 sizes big now?
No, your heart's 3 sizes too small.
I still can't stand it. I ain't gonna do. No, I'm just kidding. But
right.
I'm serious. That's how.
Well, spit it out, William.
Oh, I'm just overcome with Christmas joy.
Oh, goodness gracious.
No, but seriously, that's what I want to see. That is what I want to see in the Christmas. People helping one another out. Do you know? I swear to God, there has to be some person out there, some husband and wife or something like that, sitting on a gazillion dollars and not knowing what the hell to do with it.
Yeah, and what do? They die and it goes to the next person. And they're sitting there, what do I do with it? What do I do with it?
Tied up in lawyers and stuff like that. Or some lady gives it to her cat.
Let's make the bankers rich.
Yeah,
exactly. Oh, wait, we've already done that.
But, I mean, that's how I would act. Now, some people would say, oh, Nightmare Man, once you get like $1 million a year, and ain't going to see you the rest of your life. You're going to take off to the Bahamas or something. No, I'm here to tell you this. This is how I roll. This is how I will stay. This is how I believe. If I could afford a way to help out people, that would be it.
Most definitely.
There's no way I would be able to turn away from people that is in need of assistance. I even do it now, and I don't have $1 million. If somebody needs some help, hey, can you help me move this chair, or can you watch my kids, or anything like that? It's helpful. That's the true meaning of Christmas. That's all year round. the spirit of helping your fellow man.
Right.
But that's good that we're seeing that. We need to see a lot more of it in the near future, and in the more futures to come, or our human race is not going to survive. We're all just going to vanish into hatred and all this and that.
In 1994, my husband at the time and I had moved to Fort Laramie, Ohio. And in this town, we moved to town and we're unpacking our stuff. We had got the truck all unloaded and we're sitting around unpacking our stuff. Well, not sitting, and we get a knock at the door. It was 3 different neighbor ladies, all with dishes of food, welcoming us to the neighborhood.
Yeah,
I thought that only happens in the movie.
Yeah, you're like in Mayberry or something like that.
No, if you take a walk in this town is unique. If we took a walk, it didn't matter who we passed. They always smiled. They were always cheerful, and they always had a conversation with us like they knew us our whole lives.
Exactly.
Hi, how are you doing? And stood there and talked with us for a while. We got Christmas cards that were plopped in our mailbox at Christmas time. It was neat.
You can't find too many towns and cities like that. And when you do, you want to make sure that you stay in those towns, and that's the way everybody should act. Yeah, it's just like your own personal Mayberry.
It was great. I loved it there, but we had to move because we were renting a house, and the people we were renting it from decided to put the house up for sale and not tell us, and it sold.
One bad
apple. It's like, guess what? You gotta go.
One bad apple in the whole barrel. Huh?
Yeah. Well, them people didn't live in Fort Laramie. They lived in Minster. Minster is hell.
Oh, well, it's a good thing you didn't drop by Minster then.
I know, right?
But there is a glimmer of hope shining through this Christmas season. But, like I said, we have a long ways to go yet as far as the human race. We all need to, not just at Christmas time, but 24/7 is to get our heads out of our butts and help our fellow man. And, and that's just the way it's. How's them Roman noodles, by the way?
Falling on the floor.
Feed your face. Did you eat your salad already?
Did it?
I had me a bowl of Roman noodles. See, it's just Diva and I this weekend. Our daughter, Scary Mary, is over at her grandmother's house with her mom and
baking cookies.
Aunt Marilyn making cookies to beat all heck. We're getting updates right now via Facebook of her progress in her cookies. I guess they've made a few rounds to other places to drop off cookies, but if I know that this family over there, when you walk into their kitchen, there is cookies all over the place. You got oatmeal cookies, sugar cookies, snickerdoodles, Rice Krispie treats, you name it, they got it. And I told Mary, I said, you're not getting into the house when you come back. You're not getting into the house until I get a big batch of cookies at the door. If you don't have no cookies, you're left out. You don't get in.
Speaking of cookies, I want some damn chocolate chip cookies. Y'all bought chocolate chip cookies the other day and didn't share a damn one of them with me.
We got greedy.
At Thanksgiving time, what did I do? I slaved in there in the kitchen and made y'all dozens and dozens of chocolate chip cookies. And I shared. But no, you go to the store and you buy some chocolate chip cookies, the favorite ones that I like at the store. And what do? I don't get a damn one of them.
Now, what starts with the letter C? Cookie starts with C. Let's think of other things that starts with C. Who cares about other things?
I know what starts with the letter C. Conspiracy. Conspiracy not to have you have any cookies.
I'm going to kill you.
No, kill starts with K.
I'll chomp on you then.
Chomp, yeah, there you go.
Chomp starts with C.
Well, woman, when Scary Mary walks to that door, you're going to have your pick an array of cookies.
If there's
any chocolate chip cookies in the mix, I will personally see to it that you get a smell of them. I mean one.
I'm gonna smack you with my spoon.
I can't help it. It's a drug. I love chocolate chip cookies too.
Speaking of the Christmas spirit, guess
Mix me one.
You got a little bit upset the other day because
is there any vodka left?
in in the Mutual Monsters Among Us crew, where we have our little Facebook email with all of us back and forth. Guess, and what did Big Larry say? He said he's bringing me a surprise.
Yeah. See, it just goes to show you that you're everybody's favorite, and I'm nothing but a turd.
Hey, we carnivores got to stick together.
Big
Larry is a werewolf.
But what's he gonna bring you?
I don't know.
Oh, it's to be a surprise.
He hasn't.
Well, whatever it is, I'm sure I'll be carrying it out to the truck when we leave Atlanta.
I told you you're my handler.
Nobody brings me nothing.
When will you ever believe me? You are my handler.
I'm gonna handle shit. I'm gonna bring you something. I'll give you 5 across
How many times at this last convention did you have to hold my bags while somebody took a picture with me?
It happens.
Oh, Nightmare Man wasn't in the spotlight the whole time.
I don't care about the spotlight. I want something more. Everybody gives me every time you go to a convention, somebody's giving you something.
I know, even stars, right?
And this is what I get. I get the chance. I get the opportunity to carry it out to the truck.
You're not personable. You are a killer. I'm not a killer. I'm a sweet, innocent princess.
What do I have to do? Wear a skirt and bloody my face?
You have to shower like a princess.
And stuff a bra full of boobs and walk around and go, "Hi, I'm Diva the Dead. Look at me. Now give me something." Is that what I got to do in order to get attention around here?
I'm going to give you a Cadillac whack right upside your head.
Is that what I have to do to get attention around here? Dress up like a floozy zombie? Is that what I got to do?
Or you want a tiara on your head like Princess Che?
He did look awfully cute. He sure did.
He is a cutie pie. He has got one of the greatest smiles in the world. He's an awesome guy.
And speaking of, we was talking about earlier about Christmas pictures. Trey's got Trey, B-Baby. I can't talk. It's that Christmas spirit, man. Fill me up for another glass.
Yeah, he took a Christmas picture. He dressed all in Freddy and then put his Santa hat on and
little Santa
jacket and Santa pants and sat there by a little Christmas tree and took a picture.
He was pimping it out, Freddy style.
He was Freddy Claus, not Santa Claus.
I'm sure we're going to see a lot more pictures from other people. We're done. So all we got to do is just print out some pictures and get some Christmas cards.
Speaking of Christmas cards, we've been getting showered with some Christmas cards here lately.
Yes, as a matter of fact, we'll
do that when we do our Howdies. We'll say.
I guess we can do that. Yeah, we can save that for the Howdies later.
Save that for the Howdies.
So, right now, last weekend, we had a very special visitor come see us.
We did, and hold a second, because you can talk while I got to take this in the kitchen and get my drink. I'm thirsty after all that.
I would say so. Gee whiz. What do I have to say? Hippity boppity boop canal boat. Our dear friend from the conventions, specifically in the Cincinnati areas, that's basically where she lives at. Diana Kirkland came by this past weekend, and paid us a visit. She is
with her hoopla of cake books.
Yes, she has a lot of cake books. The name of her business, her cake business, is Di's Delights. D-I's Delights. I hope I got that.
Eyes.
The eyes.
The eyes.
The eyes have it. I hope I got that right, or I'm gonna get a rap in the mouth by her. But she came over this past weekend, and
the eyes are dotted and the T's are crossed.
I'm gonna dot your I and cross your T. Don't hush up. But she brought a lot of cake books, and we was going over different ideas for our main wedding cake for
Cakes
July.
And desserts.
Cakes and desserts and stuff, yeah.
But we don't have a traditional request.
It's a very...
no details.
Okay, it's a secret.
It's a unique cake, that's all we can tell you.
Yeah, it's a very special cake. She's got to have her work cut out for there in this one. But we sat down with her and talked over the dimensions and the thises and the thatses, and she is going to, I think she's got a game plan.
She does have a game plan, and she's also working out what she can make, like dessert kind of, not popsicles, but suckers kind of things.
Oh,
like
yeah.
Different kinds of things, and that she can make and.
But I
that
guess,
sort of
I
stuff.
guess what we're going to have is the main cake is going to be just for us, and then there's going to be like a big sheet cake.
A sheet
like
cake for the
guests,
masses.
For the masses, okay. Yeah, but yeah, she does great work, and yeah, she's going to do some experiments in the near future with this special request we have, and when it's all said and done, we'll see what happens. And
I had a dream about our wedding last night.
oh, really?
I did.
Did you dream about wedding cock?
I
don't want to eat some wedding cock.
That sounds really bad.
You want to eat some wedding cock?
What movie is that from?
That's from. Hell, I don't know. I forgot.
Okay, Porky Pig.
Parenthood with no.
Parenthood.
There was that one with Steve Martin in it. I can't remember. They know it. Hell, I don't know. Father of the Bride. That's it. Ding 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 ding. We have a winner, Johnny.
Golly.
I couldn't. It was a right.
It was in there. You couldn't pluck it out.
Right actor, wrong movie. But it was Father of the Bride. But anyways, your dream was.
Yes, my dream. It was good in the sense that we got married, but it was part of it wasn't so good because we had a ton of cake left over because people didn't show up.
Well, that's much more cake for us then.
But they better show up or I'm going to bite them all.
We have conventioners.
I just may do that anyway.
We have conventioners out there that will swarm, and I don't see any reason why we won't be able to get rid of cake.
You know what somebody said to me recently on Facebook?
What?
They said that it would be an awesome idea if Kitty Zombie got ordained so he could marry us. That would be awesome. You get married by Kitty Zombie.
Well, we already have a minister already set up. Now that's I've taken care of that already.
Yeah, I know you have.
Yeah,
I just said it would be neat.
Yes, it would be neat, but
I mean, you and Kitty Zombie have a little bit of a history now.
I don't know if he'd ever want to
play patty cake.
Every time I come around him, I scare him and he runs away.
I know.
But yeah, we gotta get a hold of him soon because I've been wanting to get him on the show. So, but he's been
that little guy right there is the cutest little thing.
He's been quite busy. Kitty is always a delight to be here. Reverend Billy Zabubba will be the attending minister from Michigan. He's already has his room booked and everything for July. So he's set. He's ready. That's been taken care of.
We have a lot of friends in Michigan.
Yeah, we have a lot of friends, and we'll see them all in July.
Some of them we'll see in March.
Well, some we will see in March. What are you doing?
I was trying to click this.
You're trying to stab my leg. What are you doing? Stop it!
I'm not stabbing your leg.
Well, what the hell you call that?
I don't know.
Put it away.
It's not stabbing your leg.
I swear. Zip drive. She's trying to shove a zip drive into my kneecap.
No, I was pushing it so it would.
Put it up. It's like a child. Put it up. You're going to end up breaking it. Oh my God. Yeah. Now is the time for yet another rant and rave about the wonderful world of electronics.
You know, I dislike calling either Verizon or Time Warner Cable. Press this, press that, press this, press that. It takes you 10 minutes to get a human. And once you do get a human, who is it? It's somebody who doesn't even speak your fucking language.
Careful with the F word, lady. It's
Christmas. F-bomb. Oh, sorry. No, but this time at least I got an American. Someone I could understand their language. And they were saying words to me that I could understand. However, it did not go well. I tell the lady, she gets on the phone, what's your problem? I said, my problem is with this and that phone because I have more than one phone on my account. And so it was your BlackBerry. I tell her that which phone I'm having a problem with and what the problem is. She tells me, oh, well, and I tell her that I was on a troubleshoot call yesterday with a guy and told him what was wrong with the phone. No. She gets on there. She says, well, all he has in the notes here is saying that your phone is freezing up. I said, seriously? That's all he has in there?
It's because it's the wintertime and I keep texting outdoors.
Jeez, oh, peas. I tell you what.
What part of
It wasn't
the
just
phone is broke didn't they get?
Well, it wasn't just the fact that she wasn't understanding that I was telling her this and that and that and that, and there was multiple problems wrong with the phone. And I tell her this, and she recites back to me, so all it's doing is freezing up. No, lady! Did you not just fucking hear me?
So in other words, you're saying your phone's messed up?
So
ding, ding, ding!
I'm talking to her, and I'm getting very irritated. And you're in the kitchen, and I tell her, I said, you're pissing me off. I said, now let me tell you this again.
Let me tell you
all
something.
These problems, and stop stepping on my toe.
Sorry.
I said, let me tell you this one more time. I said, and pay attention. And I tell her again. Oh my God.
She didn't get the memo, did she?
And then she tries to tell me, oh, well, have you tried resetting your phone? Yes, lady, we do that every day for the past week. And it's still not functioning.
I love it because I'm sitting in there eating and I'm listening to you rant.
I can hear you out there giggling.
When she gets on the phone with these people and tries to, I mean, even with the cable people, it doesn't matter. Cable person, Verizon person, anything that is messed up in our house, as far as electronics go, you are the one to talk to them because I don't. I'll hang up on them. I don't. You know, something wrong with their phone. No, I don't click. No. I don't talk to you.
Listen to me. I have worked customer service before. I have been a waitress. I have worked at restaurants like McDonald's and shit. I have worked at Kmart and different places like that. And it's always the customer is right. You give the customer what they freaking want. But these people don't seem to get that point. Apparently, they're told to just piss your customers off so they go to another company. I don't know what the deal is.
I don't, I don't. See, this is why I get upset about it.
I told her.
Don't work.
We were on a troubleshoot yesterday. We've had more problems with this phone than we can deal with. We've only had this phone since June. It's already been replaced a week after we got it because it started fucking up. And then now it does it again.
But do you know who else likes to rant a lot?
Yes, Clark Griswold likes to rant a lot, too.
Tell him what a cheap, lying, no-good, rotten, four-flushing, low-life, snake-licking, dirt-eating, inbred, overstuffed, ignorant, blood-sucking, dog-kissing, brainless, helpless, heartless, fat-ass, bug-eyed, stiff-legged, spotty-lipped, worm-headed sack of monkey shit he is! Hallelujah! Holy shit! Where's the Tylenol?
And after being on the phone with Verizon, I would need some Tylenol too. You probably eat it by the bushel load every time you talk to these people on there.
Then the lady transferred me to someone else, and the someone else sounded like she was 12 years old. She's talking in this little bitty voice, and
the thing about it is when they don't know exactly what you're talking about, and why they put these people on in these businesses on the phone. When they don't know what you're talking about, then they transfer you to what they think another person knows the situation, and then you get transferred to these people, and then you have to go all over again and tell them exactly what the problem is. And it's like, next time you have something like that, record it the first time on your tape recorder, and then push play, so that way you don't have to
why she transferred
retell the goddamn story all the time.
Do you know why she transferred me?
Because she's a dipshit.
She transferred me because she pissed me off, and I told her to transfer me to someone else who could help me. Because I'm sitting there talking about your phone, and you know as well as I know that your phone is not a touchscreen.
Yes.
Oh, so the touchscreen isn't responding? I said, lady, do you know what fucking phone I'm talking about? Excuse my language.
Yeah, electronics is fun, isn't it? Well, I'm telling you, 2 cups and a string. That's what I'm going back to.
The darn cat can figure it out better than her. This
is why, I'm seriously thinking about going back to the basics, and you see that commercial, the Jitterbug phone? I think that just has 2 basic functions. You pick up the phone, turn it on, dial the number, and that, well, it's more than one function, but you just pick up, you flip up the phone, dial the number, talk, explain, talk to a person, and then you hang up, and that's it. Nothing else, nothing more, nothing less. And that's about what I'm going to be back doing. I'm tired of this.
Have you tried that? Have you tried this? Have you tried that? I said, lady, We tried everything. The phone's a piece of crap. Send me a different one. So you're getting a new phone, but it's going to be the same phone.
And in a few months, this will screw up, and you'll be right back on Verizon saying, well, this phone didn't work. Have you tried turning it on? Now you understand why, folks. The electronics in this household ain't worth a flying farthing for nothing. The party that you are trying to reach has been no longer on the face of this planet. Goodbye. And you want to know something else that is pesky?
What?
That big giant fly that's been in the house.
Oh my God. You are driving me crazy. I laughed at you
Jeff,
so hard today.
I think that's Jeff Goldblum flying around.
I don't know, but that fly is massively big. It's almost as big as a horsefly, but it's not a horsefly. And I'm sitting here getting ready to start the movie because you said you was ready to start a movie when we was going to watch the other night. And I'm sitting here and you're swatting this paper around and flailing your arms up above you. And I was like, what the hell are you doing? Oh, there's a fly here. Well, be careful, dear. You're going to knock all your shit off your shelf.
Yeah, I don't know where this guy came from, but he was a big fly. I mean,
did you finally get him? Because I haven't seen him in a while.
No, because this afternoon we was watching I Love Lucy, or not I Love Lucy, but the Lucy Show, and he flew on the TV screen. So he is still alive somewhere around here.
We was watching Lucy. I love her. And
I'm going to kill the fly when I see the son of a bitch, because I don't like him. He was buzzing around my computer last night, too.
Language, Billy Wilkins.
Why? I can't help it. Why is it every time a bug comes into this house, he has to bug me? Why can't he bug you?
You know what they say about flies, though?
What?
Where do flies usually land? What attracts them the most? A pile of shit.
Great. That's nice. If I had a fly swatter right now, I definitely wouldn't be going after the fly.
I know you would be swatting me, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I'd be smacking you upside your silly head.
But it's true, though.
No, well, yeah, whatever, okay? But the thing about it is, I want him out of here because
it'd be funny if he came over right now to bother you.
Yeah, and I'd be knocking everything off the counters and whatnot, trying to get a hold of him and try to kill him.
Good thing I already ate my soup.
I hope he'd land right in your soup, too. Oh, waitress, there's a fly in my soup.
I'm a zombie.
You would have ate it anyways.
No, that's gross.
You like everything that's live and bloody and disgusting. Go eat the fly, then.
Well, how come I like you, then?
You're sick.
Listen. Do you hear? It's coming back. Turning the screen into a buzzing, crawling, creeping nightmare of terror. Return of the Fly.
And now it's time for Diva's movie reviews. Oh my goodness sakes, have we watched some humdingers this week? And with that in mind, here is a very lovely Miss Diva the Dead with her movie reviews. Take it away, you puss bag.
Hey, that's not very nice.
That's funny.
We did see a movie, was it last night or the night before, 30 minutes or less?
It was Friday.
Was it
starring
Friday?
Jesse Eisenberg.
He's in a lot of movies. He's in Zombieland, too.
Yes.
Anyway, this movie is about this guy and his friend who they don't want to get a job.
Yeah, they don't want to get a job.
I know, they don't want to get a job. This guy, his dad had recently won like $10 million in the lottery. And so he's at this brothel and he's talking to this girl that's giving him a lap dance, and she was all, well, I know somebody who can knock him off for you, and it only costs you $100,000 and then you can get all of his millions.
But how do they get the $100,000, you might ask?
How do they get the $100,000? They try to come up with this and that and the other plan, and finally the plan that they come up with is they decide they're going to make a bomb vest and strap it to somebody, but they don't know who are they going to strap it to.
Let's get the pizza dude!
The pizza dude!
And that's where Jesse Eisenberg falls into play.
Yes, he's the pizza dude.
They order a pizza, grab him.
They have him deliver it to a scrapyard.
Yeah, and then they kidnap him there for a while, knock him out, and then when he wakes up, he realizes that a bomb is strapped to his vest, and if he does not get $100,000 within a certain amount of time, he's going to go kabooey.
Yeah.
He robs a bank with his best friend. They pull it off successfully, and everything else goes a little haywire.
Well, yeah, lots of things go wrong.
But in the end, everything works out. It's a very funny movie. 30 minutes or less. I would suggest you go out and watch it. What other movies did we watch? What movie we watched this morning?
We started it last night, but somebody got too tired, and I heard you start to breathe heavier and doze off.
3 o'clock in the morning, it's hard to try to pry my eyeballs
when we were younger, you didn't have no problem with this. What is your problem? Are you old or something?
Yeah, basically.
Come on,
no, I don't have I don't have the good sense to go to bed at a decent time anymore. That's why I'm staying up 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. I feel like a vampire.
Welcome to my world. I'm nocturnal. You got to stay up with me. That's how me and Carmi end up watching too many kitty cat shows.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah, the next thing you know, there's going to be a movie review about cats.
I know, right?
So many people watch Cats.
Last night we had started to watch the movie with Robin Williams. It is called What Dreams May Come. And this movie is about Robin Williams. He meets this lady and he marries her and they have 2 children. And one morning the nanny decides that she's going to drive the children to school because the mom and the dad both had work things that they had to do. But they didn't make it to school. A semi-truck killed them, and the mom and dad was all sad. And 4 years later they show where the mom she's an artist and she's at the art gallery, but there was something that she needs, and so he was going to go fetch her what she needed because he was nearer than she was. And on his way to go get it, he gets in a car accident and he gets killed. And the whole thing is based on when you die, you basically go, for what they was saying on this, when you die, you basically go into a dream world where it's whatever. If you're in heaven, then it's your interpretation of what heaven would be. So it's your own serenity.
Something Freddy Krueger would love to sink his teeth into.
But there's a hell there too. And suicides go to hell. Well, his wife couldn't handle the fact that both of her children and her husband had gotten killed, and she tried several times to commit suicide unsuccessfully, and then finally does commit suicide, and she ends up in hell, and he finds out about it, and he decides he's going to go find her, and they tell him and tell him and tell him that there's no way that he can find her, only soulmates can find one another, and he did. He found her. And once he found her, they told him that there was no way that he could bring her back because she was in hell and he couldn't make her get out of there. But it all worked.
It's a great movie. I suggest you, 30 minutes or less. Is that on video at the video store already? I'm sure it is.
Well, yeah, I got it on pay-per-view.
Well, yeah, duh. That's right. Yeah.
Go
to your local Family Video and rent these 2 movies and
check Amazon first.
And tell them Diva sent you.
Check Amazon first. You get movies for cheap on Amazon.
Who the hell's Diva and why are you sending me to look at your damn movies?
Diva the Dead said this is a good movie. I want to rent it now.
Yeah, but now she'll want to bite me in the face. But and something else, and not exactly movies, but this was a 4-disc set that you have, 4-disc DVD set of Here's Lucy. We've been watching this morning.
Yeah, but I wasn't done with the dream part. Lucy's awesome. She's my favorite. I love her. And the one episode that we watched was where she meets this French movie actor, and she's got to go to his apartment, to his hotel room to get a document made up to where he's going to commit to banking with their bank, and she goes there, and he's like, "Oh, would you like a glass of champagne?"
And
And
she got all liquored up.
She starts to drink the champagne, and if you know Lucy, you know it ain't gonna go well. And she gets all liquored up. It was funny though.
So what is your it's a how many DVDs are in this special edition?
In that
thing?
specific set, there's 4.
There's 4 of them.
Uh-huh.
Here's Lucy.
Is that what is it? I don't think it's called.
I don't know, dear. I don't own the DVD set. You know, I don't own it, and I know it's Here's Lucy. It's not the original I Love Lucy, but it's Here's Lucy.
No, it's 40 episodes. They're on 4 discs, and it's called the Ultimate Lucy Show Collection.
Ah.
It's in a Lucy tin, even.
Well, I'm sure if you're a big Lucy fan, you can go on Amazon or anywhere else and pick up these collections. Lucille Ball was a fabulous actress and comedian.
Mm-hmm.
And you can never get tired of Lucy. She's the best. You know, getting back to what you was talking about when we was talking about dreams. You've been telling me here lately you've been having some funky dreams. I don't know what you're eating before you go to bed.
It's not my fault.
But is this anything involving Kruger in these or anything
Nope.
like that?
Well, see, Carmi is always sharing kitty cat videos and kitty cat pictures on my wall, and I do the same thing to her.
Carmen Mooney is a friend of ours from Facebook.
Carmi.
Carmi.
It's Carmi.
Where in the world is Carmi San Diego?
No, that's Carmen.
Pickles.
Carmi is my cosmic sister.
Ah, cosmic sister in the realm of the other world.
Ay. You people see what I deal with. You can't get a regular conversation now with this guy. He's always interrupting with these voices of his.
When the stars align in the equinox of the interplanetary secret world
Zip
of
it.
pleasure. Okay, I'm done.
Okay, thank you. My dream. The other day, after the kids went to school, we decided we were going to go back to sleep for a while. So we go in and we go take our nap, and I wake up with a WTF across my brain. Because this dream that I had was about little kitty cats, and on the side of the kitty cats, it looked like somebody had painted them because there's no way they could have been born like this. It looked like bowls of fruit.
you're a bowl of fruit.
Shut up. It looked like bowls of fruit. But there was one kitty cat, and it was just this tiny little booger, and he was...
That's a tiny little booger?
He was the oddball of the family because he was leopard spotted on his torso, but his head and his legs and his tail were zebra.
Good gravy.
And Mary came home from school, and she's seen this kitty cat, and she's all, oh, like this, and she goes and runs and picks it up. And every time it meowed, she giggled at it because she said that zebras don't meow.
See, that's the thing of it is, you know why you have
And
this.
I'm not on drugs.
Because that's
maybe
all
I need some.
That's all you do anymore is you're on Facebook looking at cat pictures and or cat videos. This is why you're having these weird dreams.
I have
back
weird
away
dreams,
from the Facebook pictures for once in a while, and maybe you'll just...
Hey, you never seen the purple alien with pink toes? That was in my dream too. A long time ago, I dreamt that dream. My kids used to come in to wake me up before they went to school in the morning, and when they would wake me up, I guess I would conversate with them unknowingly. And then when they come home from school, they would tell me what I conversated about. And this one time I conversated about a purple alien with pink toes. And another time I conversated with them about a zebra-spotted cow. I don't know. There's something about zebras lately.
It was a one-night, one-hole, flying purple people eater. A one-night, one-hole, flying purple people eater. Sure looks strange to me.
My dream, as a matter of fact, we were talking about dreams this past week. I had my monthly visit from the zombies. I had a dream about zombies. See,
you didn't tell me about it.
I didn't tell you about that?
No.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly where I was at and what I was doing, but it seems like once a month I have either a dream about zombies or Michael Myers. I can remember vividly the dream I had when I used to live out in the country. We had bought a pool table, and Mom had the pool table in the living room, and I had a dream that the zombie apocalypse happened, and I was hiding underneath this pool table waiting to make my first move.
Hiding under the pool table, huh?
Some friends picked me up in a truck, and we got out of the truck. We got out of the house and into the truck, and we went into town where we based a camp at the hardware store when we was loading up on guns and stuff. And that was my zombie. That's my zombie dream. You figure you would have these dreams about the zombies, but no, it's kitty cats and puppy dogs and bowls of fruit. That's your move. I have the cool dreams. You have the man, I shouldn't eat that piece of raw meat before I went to bed type of dream. Cats.
I can't help it. I can't decide what I'm going to dream.
But yeah,
that's not my most messed up dreams.
But this past week I did have a zombie dream. And I can't remember exactly any of my Michael Myers dreams, but it's always Michael's coming after me and stuff like that. Because like I said before, that Michael Myers is my favorite horror movie character, and you'd think Freddy would be coming into my dreams, but no.
But
Michael Myers comes.
What scares you the most is sharks. You're funny because you won't even get into a lake or a pond or anything because you're afraid sharks are going to get you.
I'm not afraid of sharks going to be in a pond.
You won't go into any open water at all.
It's that. I'm sure there's a phobia name for it. But I'm sorry, but I just don't like getting into some deep water that, number one, is deep because I'm not a very good swimmer. And number two, I would like to see what the hell is in the bottom of it because I know damn well once I get in there, there's a fucking shark going to be there. There's going to be a shark there. I know there's not going to be any sharks in that pond, but when I get in there, there's going to be a shark there. Or there's going to be piranha in there. I've seen way too many horror movies that deals with water, and I know once I get in there, they're going to get me. They're going to get me.
You're such a big pussy.
I can't help it. I just can't get into a pond knowing I cannot see the bottom of it.
Scary, Mr. Nightmare Man.
There is a phobia of it, and I may just have you're making fun of me now. I may have a serious condition here. And you're making sport of me. Well, look at old Nightmare Man out there. He's out there drowning. Oh, that's all right because he's funny. He's doing it because he's funny.
Oh my God.
There may just be a phobia. There has to be a phobia because there's a phobia of everything.
I have a phobia of wrinkles.
Well, I don't want to get wrinkles. You see me making fun of you, though?
There's a real name for it, though.
When you get old, ha ha ha, here it comes the jokes.
But I have an obsession, don't I, with writing utensils.
And talking too much.
With writing utensils.
Yeah, you have like a
crayons and markers and pens.
A million pens, a million crayons, a million parts. That's not normal.
How come every friend that comes over, they find out about it, they sit and laugh at me?
Because you are...
I don't like to share. I'm stingy.
Because you're weird. That's why.
I don't want to share. I like my collection of pens that I have in the bedroom. They got all these little floopy things and they're cute. I don't even write with them.
Yeah, you need to like.
They were gifts.
Ever heard of the Goodwill store?
No, I have not. When it comes to those kind of things.
Do you know what you are then? You're a hoarder.
No, I'm not.
You hoard
I'm not a hoarder.
Did you see how many pens I have on my desk? There's 2. How many do I need? 2.
So
one comes out. I have another one to fall back on.
Different colors. Pens that write, there's felt tip pens, those write different than ballpoint pens, and then there's the other pens that's colored and stuff. And
there's that one pen that looks like a syringe that you like to stab me with.
Oopsie.
Yeah, oopsie.
But I like my pens, and if I share my markers, they come back to me dried out because people don't know how to give them back to you in the same condition you gave them in.
You're a hoarder.
People can get their own
utensils.
I do like my writing utensils.
Yeah. Whoopee. But anyways, yeah, no, I don't. I'm sorry, but I go to a public pool and it'll be. I go to a public pool and it'll be like 7-8 foot deep. That doesn't bother me because I can see what's in below, and
And then there's cement swimming holes.
Yeah, and if I see if I happen to be I'd be in trouble drowning. Or whatever, I can see to where it'd be a closest ladder, I can climb up and be safe. I can't climb out of a pond or anything because I know Jaws is going to be in there for the piranha and they will get me. So, you can laugh all you want. I don't care. I'm not going into any deep water that I cannot see the bottom of. Hey, And now it's time for the Howdies. As Minnie Pearl said it so clearly. Big howdy going out to Mike Baker. Mike Baker was a longtime friend of mine that I haven't been in contact in a long time, and just recently has found me on Facebook. I used to run around with him in St. Mary's, Ohio. He used to live right across the street from the post office. That's right. Yeah, Mike was a good guy. We lost track along the way, but through the miracles of Facebook, we finally found each other.
Yeah, so, the last 2 years we've been getting back in contact with lots of our friends from back then.
That is right. So Mike has dropped me off his phone number, and then when I get a chance, we're going to text and call. And I had invited him to the New Year's Eve party, but he cannot make it because he has a gig. He is a DJ. He spins the music like Trey, So he's got a gig, but I told him after the first of the year when I checked my schedule, because we're going to be busy doing some stuff, and I just want to make sure that we can keep in contact as far as scheduling, so that way we can find an opening to hang out and talk the old days. So big howdy going out to Mike Baker. Another howdy going out to my daughter, Scary Mary, and you better be bringing me some cookies home, or you ain't going to get in on the door.
Yeah, you're such a big talker.
I've been keeping a track on her Facebook. She's having a good time baking cookies. So a big howdy going out. I told her, I said, I'll mention you on the show tonight, but you come in that door Sunday and you don't have my cookies,
then
don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Yeah, you're David Boehner, all right.
Yes, I need them cookies, and I'm sure.
Yeah, you need them cookies.
Yeah, I need some cookies. And we'd like to say a big howdy to all of our friends and family that has sent us Christmas cards so far.
Drum roll.
Big howdy going out to Matt and Angel Clements. That is my niece and her husband. She sent a very nice.
She's very sweet.
They sent a very nice card with the kids' pictures on it and them guys.
And James Downing.
A big howdy. Well, let me go through the list here, dear. I got them in order. Let me get to him. Well, since she said James now, I'll go to the back here and I'll grab his thing real quick.
Well, that's because we just got that today. That's why it was fresh on my brain.
Yeah, that's right. We got another Christmas card. Big howdy going to James Downing. His card was he's sitting next to Sid Haig.
Dressed as Santa.
That looks pretty cool. I like
that.
Sid
is dressed as Santa.
Yeah. Sid is dressed up like Santa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they can't tell which person is dressed like Santa.
Well, who cares?
Jeez.
No, it's a big howdy going out to you, James. Big howdy going out to Teresa Clay, Facebook friend. Sent a very nice.
She's one of my poking buddies.
Poking buddies from Facebook. Yeah.
She's awesome.
And a big howdy going out to our very special friend, Stephanie.
Yay! I have problems with her last name.
DeGecko.
I think it's more like DeCheco.
She's got to kick our butts for kids.
It's like DeCheco. I think that's right.
But she's got to understand something. I'm not good with names in any type of form of sentence anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But she knows who we're talking about.
DeCheco or DeChico or
DeCheco, man. Yeah.
She's gonna kill me.
I'm gonna check you into some vocabulary lessons. You don't get your name right. And a big howdy, and I don't know if she's listening because I don't think she has a computer or has Facebook or YouTube for that matter. But if anybody, I know who is be listening. I know who's going to be listening, and he can relay the message to her. A big howdy to my Aunt Virginia Strukamp from Rockford, Ohio. My relative Chad, which is her grandson that worked out there at the Haunted Trail. He listens to the show. So, Chad, give that howdy to Grandma and tell her we're wishing you the best this Christmas season. So, yeah, I worked that out pretty good, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And last but not least.
That's not last.
Oh, it's not last yet. Okay.
It's last for the cards.
Okay. The last card that we did receive in the mail so far, and a big howdy, is our very own, as we would talk to her about earlier, is Diana Kirkland.
Yes.
She sent us a lovely Christmas card as well. And real quick before I forget, to Teresa Clay, thank you very much for addressing the envelope Mr. and Mrs. Diva. I'll be visiting you very, very soon.
I thought that was a nice touch.
Yeah, I thought that was just, thanks, Teresa. Happy holidays to you. You're good. But to all of you, thank you very much so far for the Christmas cards, and I'm sure we're going to get a lot more sent, and we're going to get you guys
send some out this week.
And we're going to get you guys sent some this week as soon as we get them all prepared. And you wanted to say something about the Christmas cards and whatnot?
Yes, I wanted to say a big howdy to Mr. Today is his birthday, Douglas Tate.
Douglas Tate. Jason from Freddy vs. Jason. It's his birthday today. Well,
yes, it is.
Well, happy birthday to Douglas Tate if you're out there listening,
He's
brother.
such a hottie.
Oh, here we go. God. That's all I heard yesterday and today. You know, it was, what was it, like 11:43 last night?
I don't know.
It was like 14 minutes and 37 seconds and counting until Douglas Tate's birthday.
Oh my God, I did not.
That's what you did.
You're such a liar.
And all day, and every time an episode of Lucy was over, hey, guess what? It's Douglas Tate's birthday again.
I did not.
You did too.
You're so full of caca.
Shameful hussy.
And I want to say a very special howdy to one of my daughters who has made my day today. She actually made my weekend. Miss Chelsea. Today I get a text message from her saying to check my email that Santa had sent me something. And so I check my email and there's a link in there. And I click on the link and it goes to portablenorthpole.tv.
Interesting.
And I click to play the video. And the video is a video of Santa Claus talking to me. He knows my name.
Santa Claus is talking to you on the computer.
Yes, he knew my name. Apparently, she goes to this thing.
You mean that voice I heard in the background saying "ding-a-ling" was to you?
Gonna punch him. There will be no more nightmare hour. No.
Well, anyways,
you go to this website, and apparently there's a list of questions and stuff, and you answer the questions, and you can even put the person's picture in there. But she did it from her cell phone, so she couldn't put a picture in there. And the Santa Claus is talking to me, and it shows the different things. The link is on my Facebook. Go to Princess Diva of the Dead on Facebook, and you'll find her. But it was so awesome. She sent me a message from Santa Claus. Usually you do these things for your kids, and she just out of the blue sends me a video message from Santa. Of course, she put me on the naughty list because it asks you, she said, it asks you at the end whether or not you're on the naughty or the nice list, and she put me on the naughty list.
Well,
and she said my Christmas wish list consisted of pickles.
Pickles.
That's what it says on the video.
You are keeping something from me?
I don't know, but apparently pickles? I want pickles.
Okay. Speaking of Santa Claus, and if I would have thought about this earlier, I would have talked about it in the movie reviews. It's a
freakish
movie.
Yeah,
it was a Mexican, I believe this or not, it was a Mexican made movie. And if you watch the original part of the movie, or watch the original movie, it's called Santa Claus. And if you watch the original of it, they speak in Mexican, but since they've redid this movie as far as dubbing of the voices,
that would be Spanish, dear,
or Spanish or whatever. I don't live there, okay? I don't know. See, I had problems with words. See, you can tell that the words are not in sync with the lips moving and everything like that. So
not to mention the movie is corny as all get out.
They had to dub over the movies so the English people can hear it.
The devil's even in this movie.
This is weird, man, because I seen clips of this on a show a long time ago with Sandra Bernhard called Real Wild Cinema. It was showing weird, outlandish movies and shows and just stuff that people on LSD would make. And I seen this, and one day I think it was like 3 Christmases ago, I found this movie and I bought it because I wanted to see it in its entire. It's about the devil, Lucifer sending the devil to try to stop Santa Claus.
Oh, jeez.
And it's weird, man, because it's so. It's one of them exploitated films, I guess, or whatever it is. But it's just, I had to have it because, of course, it's the devil. It has
that's why
evil
you like
trying to stop Santa Claus. I want to play a clip for you real quick. Listen to this.
Hello there.
Santa, do you like this devil?
Devil? Now, let's see. Don't think anybody ought. How does it work? What is the sense of it?
Like this, Santa. You must let it.
Let's have it. Hades command you to stop and disappear. Begone, all of you! Except Pest. You, Pest, chief of all my demons, must listen closely. The time is almost here when you must abandon the brimstone pits and journey up to earth. But this time you must not fail as you've done in the past. You must not be defeated by that spirited old ghost, Santa Claus. If you do not succeed in making all the children of the earth do evil, you shall be punished. And instead of red hot coals, you will eat chocolate ice cream.
No, Lucifer, king of all the evil spirits. Not that. By the horns of everything satanic, I beg you. Come in, I must have heat. Frozen meals are bad for me, especially chocolate. It's very bad for my digestion, which is so delicate. Yes, I promise, O priceless Prince of Hades, that by my many wiles I will finish off Santa forever, and see that the children commit terrible deeds and make Santa Claus angry.
Go up then, and show the world who is its real master.
So be it, Lucifer.
But that's it's weird, man. Yeah, because the devil is now going to send his best troop to try to discourage the children of the world and bring hell upon Santa. And Lucifer, he sounds just like James Earl Jones.
Yeah.
Use the Force, Santa. But it's a weird. I mean, it's off the wall type of a movie. But in the end, Santa kicks the devil's ass, and then everything is all well and right in the world.
Yeah.
So if you get a chance, I mean, it may be on Amazon once again, but check it out. It's called Santa Claus, and if you can't figure out exactly what you're looking for, just look for a description where Santa is being plagued by the devil. And
that's what we look for when we hunt for Santa stuff.
Yeah, that's right. Well, the devil. Well, I think that's the hour is upon us for us to get out of here
and watch some more Lucy.
And watch some more Lucille Ball and kick off this evening. So,
Mrs. Carmichael.
Mrs. Carmichael. I think we watched too much TV. Any further things you'd like to say before we get on out of Dodge?
Merry Christmas.
We don't say Merry Christmas yet. We'll say Merry Christmas next week when it's officially.
You can say it anytime you want.
Well,
I can say it in January if I want to.
Oh, I can say Happy Halloween if I want to, all year round too. Happy Halloween, everybody. Yeah. Think you're going to get a Merry Christmas out of me? You're full of beans. But anyways, yeah, I think we're just going to retire to the couch and watch some more Lucy. And maybe mix us up a couple drinks, And
ooh, I can
Christmas
make that stuff out of that ceramic shoe that you bought me.
I think you save that
margarita
save that for New Year's Eve, and let's drink some Seagrams.
We need 7-Up.
Well, we'll just have to go to the store and get some.
Yeah.
But I got to drink. I'm a Bud Light man. I can't drink no Sig. No.
You can drink a 7-7. They're sweet like me.
Oh, gee, here we go.
If you get me some chocolate, I want a Snickers. Yeah.
I want a Snickers. I want chocolate. I want this. I want that.
You will give me the chocolate.
Jedi mind tricks don't work on me, Diva.
hey guys, just before we go, I want to tell you what I did to Nightmare Man last night.
Oh, here we
go.
God.
See, he bought these big 1-pounder Reese cups.
Oh, yeah. Okay, now I know what you're talking about. You want to talk about...
Okay, be quiet. He bought these Reese cups at, what was it, Kmart?
Yeah.
Anyway, at Kmart, they're probably the size of a disc, a CD disc.
Yeah, they're about the
like a mini disc. They're about that size, but they're huge.
You could set a DVD or a CD on top of this Reese cup, and it would fit all around.
Yeah. Well,
and the width of it is probably about like 2 inches.
Okay, my point is
2 inches thick Reese cup.
I'm not big on peanut butter at all. So he gets these things, and when he buys these things, I would take a knife and trim around the edges and take the chocolate off and leave the rest for him. Well, last night I seen a package in the freezer where we had been gnawing on it for a while now. And so I get it out of the freezer, and I come in, and we're sitting and we're watching the movie that we was watching last night. And I asked him if he wanted some, and he said no. He said, go ahead. And so I trimmed all the chocolate. I mean, all the chocolate. This was in the freezer. I trimmed all of the chocolate off this thing and put the hunk of peanut butter back in it and put it back in the freezer.
And let's make a long story short. Today, I got a hankering for a piece of Reese cup, and what I got was a big clump of peanut butter there. And like, what happened to the chocolate? And then I turn around and somebody's snickering. Somebody's laughing a little bit. I said, "Is this some of your handiwork?" She ate all the chocolate off of the and left another. Hey.
I like chocolate. I can't
obviously.
Help it.
What the hell was I supposed to do with this big lump of peanut butter sitting here?
You like peanut butter, don't you?
I wanted a Reese cup. I didn't want a glob of peanut butter sitting there.
I could not help myself. I couldn't stop cutting the chocolate off of it until it was all gone.
That was a pathetic sight.
A big hunk of frozen peanut butter.
Yeah, big hunk of frozen peanut butter. I had a hankering for chocolate and peanut butter. Oh, I got the peanut butter. You're pathetic.
I'm not bringing no more. The bowl of chocolate ice cream that you brought me last night while we were watching the movie.
Should have stuck some peanut butter in it.
You stuck chocolate chips in it and sprinkles. It was too pretty to eat.
That's exactly what we need. More sugar in you.
But listen to this.
I thought our show was over. Here we go. We're talking about chocolate now.
No, guys, listen. We're sitting there on the couch, and I kept thinking Nightmare had a scratch on his face. And I'm like, what did you do to your face? He's like, I don't know. And it's dark because we have all the lights off when we watch movies.
It's dark chocolate.
And I'm touching his face right there, and it's not hurting him. I'm like, does it hurt right there? And he's like, would you stop poking me? And he's yelling at me. And then when we go to bed, the light is on in the bedroom. And before we shut the light off, I'm like, oh my God, you didn't hurt yourself. He had a streak of chocolate on his face.
This is why
I don't know how you got it there.
This is why you are on the naughty list.
You were just trying to make yourself lickable. That's what it was.
Oh, here we go. And with that, kids, we're going to call it an evening.
Good night.
This has been the Nightmare Hour. I've been the Nightmare Man, and this has been Willy Wonka. Saying goodnight and keep on a slashing, baby. You and chocolate. Oh, God.
Who can take a sunrise, sprinkle it with dew, cover it in chocolate and a miracle or two? Candyman, and as he mixes it with love and makes the world taste good.